Ball boys, please report to the field. Ball boys, please report to the field. Good evening and welcome to Michael Eubanks Stadium, home of your Seton Catholic Sentinels. Tonight we welcome the Trojans of Valley Christian High School. In honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, tonight's game will be dedicated to all those who are affected by breast cancer. Valley Christian and Seton Catholic are members of the Arizona Interscholastic Association and abide by the rules and regulations as set forth by the association to maintain high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. We remind you that good sportsmanship is an individual responsibility. Spectator and player behavior should be courteous and reflect the spirit of good sportsmanship. We ask you to cheer for your team, show respect towards your school, the opponents, and game officials. At this time, please rise and remove your hats as we begin our contest with prayer. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Dear Lord, we thank you for the many opportunities you have given us. We thank you for this time to gather in the spirit of competition. Please help these athletes and officials perform to the best of their abilities and keep them free from injury. Please hold in your heart all those who have been affected by breast cancer. St. Elizabeth Ann Seton, pray for us. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, amen. Please remain standing for the national anthem as sung by juniors Brooklyn Chapman, Genesis Camacho, and Avery Zills.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Yeah, this is Seton Catholic football. The Sentinels getting ready to take on the Valley Christian Trojans on a Friday night here in Chandler, Arizona. My name is Brett Quintine, and it is so great to be here at Seton Catholic, 1150 North Dobson Road. And yes, it's a battle of two schools of faith. We have the Valley Christian Trojans in the road white and blue, 5 wins and 1 loss against the homestanding Seton Catholic Sentinels, the red and gold. They check in with a mark of 3-3. And speaking of threes, yes, this is a 3A Metro Division battle, or Metro Region battle, if you will. And right now we're having the coin toss, and there you see Bailey Mendoza out there for the Sentinels, as well as Sloan Sweet. You can look for terrific things from Sloan Sweet, number 13, Tassialo, big number 88, and of course RJ Fogarty off on the right of your screen. This is terrific, and I'll say this is, in a sense, the rubber game between these two schools. They have met a total of 14 times previous, and you know what? Each team has won 7. It's been a little bit lopsided of late, as last year, yes indeed, Valley Christian played the Sentinels and they came up on the short end. 40-14, Seton Catholic won big last year, and the year before that, well, it was a Valley Christian runaway. So yes, you get the idea that both teams only 10 minutes apart down Ray Road. They're looking to get after one another. The one thing we can say, however, the Sentinels, they come into this game a little bit banged up. They are not 100% healthy, so some of the names that you're used to seeing and hearing will not be participating in this contest, so we'll have to see exactly how it all breaks down. But we'll see Nicholas Martin. He is set to kick off for the red and gold. And the Valley Christian Trojans dropping back. And that's going to be Asher Hansel set to receive. He's one of the deep men. Red and gold against the blue and white. It's a city battle. Also dropping back for VC. Caleb Goldman. We'll call his name quite a bit. And we are underway, and it is a squib kick taken by Valley Christian. And coming out to the 35-yard line for the Trojans is Noah Lewis. So initially, good starting position, starting field position for VC. That should be Austin Shooter as the junior quarterback. He'll be behind center.
Valley Christian will start on their own 35-yard line.
Seton Catholic has their cheerleaders in full effect tonight as well. Valley Christian on the far side of the field. Again, these two schools only 10 minutes apart, so yes, you get a lot of fan interest. Indeed, it is Shooter in the shotgun. Caleb Goldman back there with him. Shooter, he is going deep, and he immediately goes after Caden Palmquist, big number 8, and that is a reception. And immediately the Trojans are in, can't say striking distance necessarily, but they're on the other side of the field. They're in Seton Catholic territory. Ball placed on the 44-yard line. Goldman in the backfield. Shooter under center. Pitch toss to Goldman. Shakes one man at the 35, rushing out to the 40, and he will scoot down the sidelines, trying to avoid the tackle of Damon Massoud. He got very close to first down yardage. Actually, he only gets about 6, so it'll be about 2nd and 4. Again, that action was on the far side of the field. .36-yard line. Trojans pushing. They are a bigger team than Seton Catholic. Hand off to Caleb Goldman once again, and he is going to streak and finally be brought down by the Sentinel defense. And as we said, we have definitely seen some holes in this Seton Catholic defense. When I say so far, granted, we're only really 4 plays in, but you can see there's a size difference. So the Sentinels will have to scheme, but Valley Christian has had plus yardage on every play so far. Goldman in the backfield with Shooter. Palmquist shuffles off to his left. Sentinels are ready. Snap going downfield. In the end zone is Asher Hansel, and that is a touchdown. Quick strike, 4 plays in, and Valley Christian connects. Hansel on the receiving end from Shooter. Essentially 35 yards or so. And also props to the grounds crew for Seton Catholic. In the middle, yes, you see the pink SCP, Seton Catholic preparatory, but it's in pink because this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Noah Daniels in for the extra point. His kick is up, and it is good. His 6th extra point of the season. And not even 2 minutes in, it's a 7-0 Sentinel deficit. VC getting on top very early. Definitely want to thank just everyone involved, as I've really said all week, just from the grounds crew to the athletic department to the fan support that Seton Rivals gets. It's a well-known podcast that encompasses the 6 CUSD teams and the 2 schools of faith here in the city of Chandler. And I can definitely tell you that Seton Catholic has been just a huge supporter of the podcast for a very long time. The interest certainly is there, so myself getting to be part of a city broadcast is just phenomenal. And then you do get a look at some of the sponsors. Bell Bank is certainly one of them, as is Rural Electric. And the kick, it's a short kick, and it will wobble, but Seton Catholic will bring it out, and that is going to be Fogarty, who knows how to return kicks very well as he gets out to the near side and finally wrestled down at about the 25-yard line. So the Sentinels getting their first opportunity.
Thank you for your Sentinel sponsor.
Ball out to the 28-yard line.
Is your licensed, bonded, and insured commercial construction and custom home builders.
Patrick Connolly, the junior quarterback. Corey Edwards, the sophomore running back. And they've got trips to the left. Good receiving core for Seton Catholic. There's Fogarty in motion. Fake handoff. Toss out to Taloasi. Asi breaks one tackle, and he gets out to the 35-yard line. Move the chains. Actually, they will not move the chains initially. Well, they move them, not just for the first down effectively. It's a gain of about 8, so it'll be 2nd and 2. 2nd and 1, we'll call it. Good call by Pete Walheim and the offensive set for the Sentinels. Keeping the runner in motion. There's the handoff to Corey Edwards. He breaks one tackle, and he'll get the first down. Edwards, a sophomore running back. When I say not your typical sophomore, Luke Aguiar last year had such a good season, and Seton Catholic was out ahead in many games, that Corey Edwards, as a freshman, got some reps. So him taking the starting role this year, it's not a complete shock. He's prepared. Ball at the 43-yard line. Fogarty in motion once again, high snap. Edwards takes the handoff, and he'll get dropped at the 48-yard line. Good effort by this Sentinel team. Last week on this very field, Seton Catholic was a 31-16 winner over the Dysart Demons. It's a common opponent between Valley Christian and Seton Catholic. 2 men in the backfield. Pass, complete. Allo crossing midfield. Actually, he'll be out right at the 50. Ethan Hodgson, the senior linebacker, gets him out of bounds. So 3rd and 2. Conley jogs in. He's got the play. He'll relay it to his teammates. And I think for Seton Catholic, if they can stay 3rd and manageable, that's okay. That's going to keep you in games. You just don't want to be 3rd and long. They hustle up to the line of scrimmage. Handoff Edwards, and he is going to be met and stopped short of the first down by Christian Schonels.
On the carry for the Sentinels, Corey Edwards.
Schoenhall stopped to the first down.
Another Sentinel first down.
And they're actually going to say it's a first down. Wow, it did not look like he gained the yardage.
Sentinel sponsors for supporting Seton Catholic.
Doesn't take away the big effort by Christian Schoenhals. They're at the 47. Being in plus territory is always a plus. Passes out, caught by Allo. He's across the 40. He's pushing across that first down marker. Patrick Connolly finding his receivers. And that's what you want to do. You want to move the quarterback around. Do not let the Valley Christian defensive ends just sort of pin back their ears and get after the QB. Second and short. Traditional set for the red and gold, and there is the flip, but I think they may be called for motion.
Flag on the play.
Let's see what the referee says. Actually, it is illegal motion. Yeah, so they'll back up 5 yards.
For a false start.
Illegal motion, false start. We're going to say those terms can be used interchangeably. I'll say Patrick Connolly is going to run for a lot of yards today because he goes pretty much to the sideline after every play. But you want to get the play right, so they're doing the proper thing. Receivers at the bottom of your screen. Edwards takes a handoff, and he is going to be met by a gang of Trojans. Schoenhall's in on a lot of tackles. Looked like that might have been Corbin Cecil in on the tackle as well. This Valley Christian team, as we said, 5-1. Their lone loss is to Ben Franklin this year, the Chargers, 35-6. That was last Thursday. So they have an extra day rest. Connolly takes the snap, drops back. Connolly going deep, has a man, and that is caught. And that is going to be a touchdown. R.J. Fogarty on the long reception. Jack Ulrich was not able to track him down. And that's a huge touchdown, a 48-yard touchdown pass. Connolly finding Fogarty. R.J. Fogarty's 8th receiving touchdown on the year. So this has been a battle of long touchdowns. Terrific answer for Seton Catholic. Martin in on the kick, and that is blocked.
Point after is no good.
Kick is no good, so it will be 7-6. There we have Valley Christian with the lead. 5:31 remaining, first period. Terrific Friday night here in Chandler, Arizona. There you see the Valley Christian bus, but you also see the Seton Catholic cheerleaders. That's what high school football is all about, just the pomp and circumstance, the enjoyment of it. Believe it or not, it actually hit triple digits today. 101 degrees was the high, but it did not feel like it. Others may disagree, but it didn't really feel that hot today, primarily because we hadn't had a 100-degree day in a long time. It's gotten back to normal for September, but here we are into October. Sentinels kicking off. And they will drop it in the hands of Hansel, who'll bring it out. And his play is over at the 32-yard line.
Runner was tackled by number 59, Karsten Gifford, and assisted by Sloan Sweet. Don't forget to visit.
As we said, these are the two schools of faith. Just terrific schools, terrific education, terrific family atmosphere. That's the one thing I really enjoy about getting to visit these two schools.
Jumbo Otter Pops and ice cream.
Everyone is down to earth. They really are. I can't stress that family atmosphere and how welcome that personally that I've felt on this campus really since day one. Shooter in the shotgun. Hansel in motion. Shooter has some time. He'll fire downfield and he'll get Hansel. Hansel trying to split a couple of defenders, but he is ultimately tripped up by R.J. Fogarty. And Shooter, I believe he's completed all of his passes. We've seen that speed that Valley Christian has. And now I can truly understand seeing this in person. Coach Peterson said this is probably his fastest team that he's had. Inside the 40-yard line, 39, Shooter under center. Handoff to Goldman. Goldman weaving around on his right, and he is pushed out of bounds. Fogarty gets him out.
Pushed out by R.J. Fogarty. While you're visiting the
And quite honestly, when you think about speed, you don't really think about that at necessarily the 3A or the 4A level. But yeah, these guys are fast. When you think of, oh yeah, hey, he's a good track kid, or he's got that breakaway speed, that burst. You think 5A and 6A, but no, this Valley Christian team, they're able to run away from some people. Goldman next to Shooter. Hansel once again in motion. Shooter's going to keep it, and he's showing off some of that speed, and he is going to break away all the way into the end zone. Touchdown for Valley Christian. QB keeper. And yeah, we talk about that speed. Wow, indeed, they know how to break away. Shooter with the rushing touchdown. He came into this game with 251 rushing yards. He could be over the 300 mark at the end of this contest. Noah Daniels getting set for the extra point, and that is going to be good. He nails them both. 14-7, Valley Christian has the lead, and they have answered very, very quickly. You figure that took less than a minute, and their first touchdown drive took less than 2 minutes. So you get the idea that the Trojans may score some points tonight. There you get a look at the pink lettering in the center of the field for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Excellent shot. Always want to thank Paulo Hutchison for really zooming in on the angles and giving you the feel of this game. Region play certainly upon us. And I don't believe the 3A gets a week off at all this season. There is no, I don't think there's a bye week. I should have the schedules in front of me, but I know the season moves very, very quickly.
Back to receive the opening kickoff, R.J. Fogarty and Corey Edwards.
3A is a gauntlet, especially this region. Doing the kicking, Colton Gauthier, and the kick is going to be fielded by the red and gold. Far side. And it's out to the 37-yard line.
Kick was fielded by number 59, Karsten Gifford. Return.
Karsten Gifford on the return, wearing number 59 tonight. And that was a uniform change that we were alerted to prior to kickoff. Definitely want to thank, yes, the Seton Catholic admin for cluing us in to that change. Edwards in the backfield. Conley, Edwards will take the handoff, and he falls down, and he may even lose a yard. If anything, maybe got back to line of scrimmage, but looks like he lost a yard. Soft track here at Valley Christian, and that's okay. Sharp graphics, that red and gold pops. It really does. Coming up on 4 minutes in the first period. Now you see we've seen 20 points already, 3 touchdowns. And there's going to be a timeout. Pete Walheim and company take a timeout for the Seton Catholic Sentinels. Quick update, and it has nothing to do with high school football, I'll mention. Against the Phoenix Mercury, they fell to the Las Vegas Aces in Game 1 of the WNBA Championship Series, the finals. Cool to see a local team make the championship rounds of their respective sport. Diamondbacks did not make the postseason. Cardinals, who knows what will happen with them. But back to high school football, that's the meat of the matter. Still a warm night. Seton Catholic getting ready to get back out on the field. Sentinels were a playoff team a year ago. They fell to Arcadia in the first round. That was a close game. That was a 34-30 score. That was the 4A playoffs. Of course, since then, Sentinels have dropped down from 4A to 3A. Conley gets the snap. He rolls to his left. The toss is hauled in by, I believe that's Tallahassee. That's hauled in by Corey Edwards, actually. So this will bring up a third down. And I can also tell you that from freshman to sophomore year, Corey Edwards has gotten bigger, physically bigger. And I can definitely tell you size matters in 3A. You need some size. You definitely really do. As we see Conley in the backfield. He'll get the snap. He'll step up, and he is going to run. He's got some room to roam across the 50. He shakes a man. 45. He's picking up some blockers at the 40, all the way down the sideline. What a run by Patrick Conley. Terrific. We've seen quarterbacks run tonight. We've seen quarterbacks pass tonight. Look at Conley go. He came in with 174 rushing yards. He's over the 200-yard mark, that's for sure, after that burst. A lot of offense in this game. And I'm thinking Valley Christian may have called a timeout. I don't think Seton Catholic called that timeout just now. Ball spotted at the 27-yard line.
Some of our sponsors, first our platinum sponsors, Wendy's, the Granado family.
More offense in this first quarter than I imagined. And another reason why I'm really happy to be part of this game, I get to see both teams play at the same time. I like to see each team play at least once. You really can't clone yourself. So to get to see them play each other is terrific. And there you see some of the guys not in uniform for the Sentinels. Some of those guys are hurt. And that was something that worried Pete Walheim a little bit that they weren't 100% healthy, especially when you get into this back half of the schedule. This is game 7 for his squad. Connolly feeds Edwards. He breaks off to the left, and he'll be wrestled down by Hudson Pickett. Hudson Pickett, the leading tackler for Valley Christian. While that wasn't one of them, Pickett does have 16 tackles for loss so far this season. There you get a look at number 8, Caden Palmquist, on that right defensive end. Quick toss, Allo has it across the 20. He's got the size, and that is going to be Christian Schoenhals who brings him down. Took a Herculean effort to bring down Allo. Allo's a big kid, he's a senior. He's in double digits in receptions, and there you see number 88. Yes, big guy, take your time, get your shoes on. You're gonna need them. First and 10, Valley Christian, Seton Catholic, knocking on that door again. Edwards pushes, and that will be Pickett who hauls him down. That's just thud against thud right there. Pickett is big. Edwards is big. Lorden Pickett and Hudson Pickett, big part of this defense for Valley Christian. Yes, they are twins. Connolly coming back in with the play. Conley was going for Bailey Mendoza, but his pass is incomplete.
Intended for Bailey Mendoza. There is a flag on the play.
And let's see what that flag is. It's in the area of pass interference, but I don't know. Waiting on the ref's call. And it is on Valley Christian.
Call is against Valley Christian for a
So that ball will move up, and I believe that's going to set up a 1st and goal for the Sentinels. Or is it? Well, they're inside. Usually, whether it's defensive holding or pass interference, it's usually an automatic 1st down. Again, the sticks are on the far side of the field. So not sure exactly the scenario, and there's going to be a timeout. Timeout, Seton Catholic. So we'll see what the down is, and that's really the biggest thing. We know where the ball will be. It's just a matter of what down is it, and I'm not sure what that penalty was. From this vantage point, you figure it was either defensive holding or pass interference. Either one should come with an automatic 1st down. But yet we're still seeing 3rd down on the stick, so we'll wait and see what happens when the Sentinels come out as the Sentinel cheerleaders getting this crowd involved. A touchdown and a 2 would actually tie this game. Referees conversing now. So you've got the 3 refs in your picture trying to make sure they get it right. That's the biggest thing. Right there we see Lorden Pickett 57, and Hudson Morgan, 77, out there forming that defensive line for the Valley Christian Trojans. There's R.J. Fogarty, number 3. And Pete Walheim, he's going out to plead his case. And I don't blame Coach for going out there. Again, I'm not sure either of what the call is, but according to the sticks, it is 3rd and 4. Conley to Edwards. Edwards finds a seam, and he bursts right through the middle. Didn't matter if it was 1st down or 3rd down. He found pay dirt for the 7-yard touchdown. And there you see how it's all set up. Edwards finding the blocking. And while they did not get the extra point initially, this might not be a bad move going for 2 now if you don't 100% feel that your kicking game is up to snuff, as Edwards is just going to run into a pile of Trojans right there. So they do come up short on that end, making it 14-12 with 48 seconds left.
Pass is complete. Force out of bounds.
Difference is 2 extra points. We've seen 4 touchdowns scored in this game. We haven't even hit the end of the first quarter. Ball at the 31-yard line. Hansel in motion. Goldman gets a snap, rushes, and he will be brought down at the 25-yard line. He actually was not the one who got the snap. It was a handoff from Shooter. And the clock will run, and I believe that will be the end of the first quarter. A first quarter that was full of offense. 14-12 Trojans, they lead. This is Seton Catholic football. Getting set for quarter number 2. It's a good one, 14-12. Valley Christian has the lead. Trojans now going from our right to left. Shooter in the backfield, feeds Goldman. Goldman past the 30, 25, and he's out of bounds.
Runner on right side, forced out of bounds by number 31, Luke Jimenez.
And indeed, Luke Jimenez, one of the defensive backs for Pete Walheim's Sentinels, forcing Goldman out of bounds.
Calls against the Sentinels.
So there was a flag. Looks like a 15-yarder also. Wow, that's a big one. You don't want to give this Trojans offense free 15 yards. Empty backfield for Shooter. High snap, he'll take it himself across the 10. He's going to push his way, and it looks like he's down at the 6-yard line. Didn't get out of bounds. Clock continues to roll.
Quarterback keep running on the right side. Tackler on the play was Aiden Ashihuda and Colby.
Bailey Mendoza out there defensively. Colby Witt coming out as well. Seton Catholic told me there's going to be a lot of rotation, and so far that has proven to be true. 2nd and 3 from the 5-yard line. Goldman back there with Shooter. Goldman takes the handoff, rushing off to his left, and he is going to be brought down. Terrific defensive play. R.J. Fogarty on the tackle. Good open field tackle. Fogarty's got terrific athleticism. All these kids out there just really good athletes, but that was a solid play.
Brings up 4th down and 9 for Valley Christian.
Valley Christian is going for it. 4th and 9 from the 11. Timeout, Valley Christian.
Valley Christian calls a timeout.
And it makes sense. Think about it. Try to figure out what you want to do. So many things you could do.
Visit the concession stand. The SCP House Executive Committee.
Certainly Jake Peterson knows his kicker better than I do.
All proceeds will be
And Noah Daniels has just 1 extra point. He's a sophomore. And you could also think in that same lines of if we go for it and don't make it,
50 tickets are still on
Seton Catholic would have to go 90 yards against our defense, which generally is a tough order. But at the same time, this Sentinel team has moved the ball. There you get a look at it's a pink out tonight. The Seton Catholic student section. And on the left side of the screen, I see a guy with a McLovin t-shirt. I can't recall the name of the movie. Was it Superbad? And there was and I'm not an advocate of fake IDs, but that's kind of an iconic t-shirt. But just the pink scenario, the pink theme. We see a guy with a pink swan. We see young kids over there. It's good. This is just a really good time tonight on a Friday night in Chandler, Arizona. And they are going to go for it. Goldman, the running back. Shooter, the quarterback. High snap. Shooter looking. Goes end zone. Touchdown. Asher Hansel. 2nd time that they have connected. Shooter to Hansel. 11 yards this time. And that gives Valley Christian the 20-12 lead with the point pending. 2.5 minutes into period number 2. Noah Daniels in on the extra point attempt. 2 for 2 tonight. And you can make it 3-4-3 tonight as well. So it is a Now this is the coach in me, and I'm not a coach, I'm a lot of things, but they see number 75, Sam Schoonover, coming in, senior. I'd probably leave that extra point on the board. That's me. I'm not questioning. I do not question coaches' decisions, not at all. But you were successful on the PAT. You've been moving the ball nicely. And now Valley Christian jogs off the field again, and I'm not sure what's going on. It's 20-12 on the scoreboard.
Attention parents, your pom team is throwing some hats up to you. You gotta cheer for them, get loud. Pom team is throwing hats up to you.
And again, right now we're trying to figure it out. We did see an extra point go through. But yes, the Sentinels were offside, so I guess right now is it a matter of, do you take that extra point and you say, hey, you know what, I'm good with it, or do you move yourself a bit closer to the end zone and go for two? Noah Daniels is out there again. So maybe it was illegal motion on Valley Christian, perhaps. I'm not sure. Juan certainly wants to know what's happening, and he deserves to know. So my surmise, which still could be wrong, is that the penalty was on Valley Christian, and Seton Catholic is going to say, hey, kick it again. And the kick is up, and it is good. And yes, indeed, there's no doubt about it. It's 21-12. Trojans have the lead. Kicking is very vital in high school football. You need to have it. You need to make sure that when you score a touchdown, you're getting 7 consistently and not 6. You need to know that, hey, when you're in a battle, especially come late season or into the playoffs, that, hey, if it is 4th and 7 on the 18 or 19-yard line, do I have a young man on my roster who can kick a field goal within 40 yards? Can I get that 35-yard field goal? And yes, occasionally throughout the Valley, we've seen kids. Dominic Zavada is one of them. He played at Valley Christian a handful of years ago. He's kicking for the University of Michigan. We've seen kickers who can boom it, but at the high school level, if you have a steady, reliable kicker who can hit from 40 and within, you're usually in good shape. So Valley Christian is actually going to kick off from the 45. So again, I'll tell you folks, I don't know what that penalty was. The only thing we can say right now is it's a 9-point Trojan lead. And the kick is going to take a wild bounce past a couple of the Sentinels. Here comes Corey Edwards on the right side, and he's brought down. Good special teams tackle. Really good special teams tackle right there by Noah Lewis. So let's see if the Sentinels can sort of keep up this track meet, in which 35 points have been scored in the first 14 minutes and 37 seconds. They'll begin at the 24-yard line. Handoff Edwards, and he's brought down. He might have gained a yard tops. Titus Mueller on the tackle. Conley coming back in with the play. Bailey Mendoza, top of the screen. He's one of Connolly's favorite targets. Going long, going downfield, and that is past everyone's head. Justin Bradford was out there defensively guarding R.J. Fogarty, but the ball was overthrown. So it brings up a third down, 3rd and 9. And this is what the Sentinels wanted to avoid. And while it hasn't necessarily been trickery, we have seen Connolly roll a bit, improvise, and we've seen decent speed from Seton Catholic. Short pass caught by Edwards. Does he hold on to it? Incomplete is what the referees say. So it is a 4th down. And if they are going to punt, which one would expect on 4th down, Patrick Connolly will stay out there. He is the punter. And they are in punt formation. And let's see what this whistle is about. Motion on Seton Catholic, or false start. They'll back up 5 yards. And now back to field the punt is Asher Hansel. He's at his own 40. Conley gets the punt off. Hansel will have to let it go out of bounds, and it does, about the 33-yard line. So again, it's good field position for the Valley Christian Trojans. You see crowd support on the other side of the field. These two schools, 10 minutes apart. There's a great shot of the VC faithful. Straight down Ray Road, that's what separates these two schools. Valley Christian 5-1. It would take a lot for them not to make the playoffs. Seton Catholic at 3-3, yes, they're 500, and they will get some power points, but for postseason, they're going to have to do some work. Caleb Goldman gets snuffed. He's going to lose yards on that play.
Loss of 2 on the play. Tacklers were James Boyle and number 55.
Preston Pringle. Excuse me, I was saying Preston Pringle. Andrew Packer, the sophomore, getting it done defensively. Really cool for these kids to start as sophomores. Shooter takes the snap himself, and he is going to continue to move. The pile being dragged across midfield.
Quarterback keep on the play. Tacklers were led by number 31, Luke Jimenez.
I'll definitely say that Shooter surprising a lot of people. We knew he could run. That part is not a surprise, and I guess considering all I had seen was numbers, to see him in action is pretty cool. Shaking up on the play is Sloan Sweet, and they're going to have to stop the play. They can't run this play as Sweet is down on the field. And we're seeing one of the trainers come out. Initially, you hope it's just a cramp of some type. My first thought, it's not terribly serious. That's my first thought, and that's not speculating or anything of that nature. Obviously, head coach Walheim is out there. One of the trainers as well. Also one of the assistants. Sloan Sweet's so important for this Seton Catholic team. He's their leading tackler. Sentinels as a team right now are down on one knee. And he's up. And that's what you want to see. Sometimes you just get shaken up a little bit. And he's on the sidelines temporarily. Probably not more than one play. I know he wants to get back out there, but it's 1st and 10 plus territory for the Trojans at the 47. Shooter going downfield, and that is caught by Palmquist. Palmquist brought down at the 27-yard line. Lucas Ramirez, one of the sophomore defensive backs, making the tackle. Hansel to Shooter twice in the air, and Shooter with a rushing touchdown. That's your 21 points right there, including the 3 extra points. 1st and 10, ball at the 27-yard line. Goldman in the backfield with Austin Shooter. Shooter going to the air again. And I believe that is going to be Scholes who will make the reception. Christian Schoenhals. Spreading out the targets for the Trojans. Gain of 5. Solid O-line for the Trojans. Shooter going long again, and that is going to be incomplete, and now I see the late flag. Indeed, it is a late flag. Hansel brought down by Alec Hurtado, senior cornerback. So if it's pass interference, that means they would have it at the 8. But again, we haven't always known exactly what the calls are down on the field. We do see Schoonover coming in on that defensive line. Defensive holding is 5 yards. Pass interference is 15, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 23. Great shot right there. Offensive line against defensive line. See the red and gold backdrop, Seton Catholic Prep. Shooter's going to keep it himself. Weave his way through traffic. Hard to and there he just follows his guys, and he's got some size himself. It's tough for the opposing quarterback. Patrick Connolly was down there trying to make something happen defensively. But in the end, Shooter with another rushing touchdown. And the extra point is true. 28-12. Valley Christian way. Gatorade, of course, a big sponsor for really all of high school football, but they get a good shot of the jugs of Gatorade. getting those electrolytes going. Short kick, and this is taken by Edwards, and he tries to get as much as he can. He'll bring it out past the 27-yard line. Valley Christian special teams doing what they can. Parker Langhoff, one of the cornerbacks for VC, in on the tackle there. Patrick Connolly and the Sentinels looking for some offense. Handoff Edwards. Nothing doing there. Valley Christian really quick to the ball these days. Hudson Morgan on the tackle. Got a couple of Hudsons on this team. Hudson Morgan, Hudson Pickett. And for Valley Christian, if you get 3-4 yards each play, you're going to keep the chains moving. You're going to wear Valley Christian out a little bit. As we said at the beginning, you just can't be in 3rd and long. Going long, sprinting, great catch. There's R.J. Fogarty to the end zone. Touchdown, Sentinels. 72 yards right there. Fogarty held on to it. Connolly to Fogarty for the 2nd time tonight. And that's a quick answer by Seton Catholic. 55 seconds after the Valley Christian score. And we said Seton would have to answer. So it's 28-18. Going for 2 again. And that pass is going to be essentially intercepted, but it's incomplete. So the 2-point conversion is no good. And it's a 28-18 game midway through this 2nd period.
Football players from St. Mary Bastion, Our Lady of Mount Carmel, you should be at the North Gate. They will be doing a flag football game at halftime for us.
I'll say this. The way that Seton Catholic is competing tonight, and you knew they were going to compete. City game, starting to get into the back half of this season. Yes, maybe they're not as deep as they would like to be, but you know they were going to compete. If they come out like this against some other teams, they could knock on the door of the playoffs, perhaps. First rankings, I think, come out not this Tuesday, but October 14th. But the 3A is a gauntlet. I mean, you have so many of the White Mountain teams up north. A lot of quality teams. This is where you'd love to see 24 teams involved, not just 16. And there's the squig kick, and it is recovered by Fogarty. Wow. Onside kick. Seton Catholic gets it. But there is a flag. Wow. I thought he touched it after the 10 yards. I thought that part was valid, but we don't know what else.
Looks like the call is against the Sentinels.
Wow, that's tough. Tough call right there. Great trickery by the Sentinels. But they'll have to do it again. Or will they even attempt to do the onside kick? Noah Martin is going to kick it deep. So deep it goes out of bounds, and Valley Christian will start with terrific field position. We'll start at the 35. And that's what I mean. Seton Catholic is competing. Because if they don't get a penalty on that onside kick, it's their ball. They'd be driving again. But back on defense, we've seen a lot of scoring. Colby Witt, number 10, that right defensive end for Seton Catholic. He's ready to make a play. Handoff to Caleb Goldman. He's brought down. Good tackle by Sloan Sweet. He's back in there, that middle linebacker.
Up the middle, tackle made by Nico Granado and Sloan Sweet. Second down.
Ball out to the 41-yard line. Goldman takes the feed from Shooter. Goldman into some open spacing. He's got some speed, and he'll run out of bounds at the 40-yard line. But the way everybody's acting, yes, there is a flag on the play. Initial thought is that it's a holding call. Indeed, Valley Christian will back up 10 yards. It is a holding penalty. Goldman had a good run. So indeed, yes, the holding call will wipe out that. Back to the 35-yard line, 2nd and 10. Ethan Hodgson and Asher Hansel split out to the left for the Trojans. Now it's Hansel in motion. Shooter. His toss is not able to be hauled in by Asher Hansel. It's now a 3rd down. As crazy as this is going to sound, I don't recall a 3rd down for Valley Christian. They may have had one in that first quarter, but they've been moving the ball pretty well on 1st and 2nd downs. So if Seton Catholic can make a stand here, really start to get that field position working for them again. Shooter, bad snap. He recovers, but he is pulled down. Indeed, Seton Catholic making that stand. James Boyle on that tackle. That's a big play.
There was a penalty against Valley Christian for holding, declined by the Sentinels. 4th down.
So Valley Christian will be forced to punt. Weiss, from what I understand, is a Division I punter. He has that caliber. We talked how vital kicking is. Let's see what his punting ability is in person. Solid punt. That is a solid punt. Back to the 30. Not fielded cleanly, but Bailey Mendoza up that right sideline. There he goes. Mendoza shaking. Brings it back. Terrific gain for the Sentinels. To return. And Seton Catholic trailing by just 10 with the ball. They've got it inside the Valley Christian 30. Connolly and Edwards. Conley feeds Edwards. He breaks off to the left, and that will be Lorden Pickett on the tackle after a 4-yard gain. Another whistle. And we do see a Seton player down. And again, you hope it is just a cramp type of scenario. Walheim going out there as well. Pete Walheim loves his players. And I love that about him. And there you see all the players. You see Valley Christian. Of course, you know Seton Catholic is down on one knee as well. Another terrific field shot. And you hope this is the same scenario that Sloan Sweet endured, a cramp injury. I guess is cramp even an injury technically? Cramping, it hurts, it's not good. But you hope that it is something along those lines and nothing more at all. But what a game this has been. You see the score there. You see we're late in the second period. But the big thing, the score. It's close. It's competitive. The red and gold have the football. So this really could turn into a very close game. There you see Sam Schoonover. And another one of the big O-linemen, Edwin Haddock, going out there. And that's the last thing that Seton Catholic really needed. Joseph Bruce going down, being helped off the field by, indeed, two of his big buddies. Wow. '78 and '75. Edwin Haddock, and as we said, Sam Schoonover helping Joseph Bruce off the field. You hate to see injuries. You just hate to see anything like that. Off of his feet. Caden Palmquist able to knock him down. First down, however. And indeed, Joseph Bruce is sitting on the trainer's table. First and 10, Seton Catholic looking to score TD. Tasialo continues to run. He was a big part of last year's team. Team that made the 4A playoffs. Remember, they were playing up. I can't say they were playing up. They were at the 4A level this year. They've come down. Inside the 10-yard line. Edwards again following his blocking, and he'll push. They're knocking on the door. What the Sentinels are doing with a depleted offensive line is amazing. I mean, they're using guys on both sides of the ball. Schoonover having to play both ways right now.
Sentinels have first and goal.
First and goal at the 2. And I'd say right now, if you're Seton Catholic, there's no need really for any trickery. Edwards has been running the ball well. They rush up to the line of scrimmage. Schoonover is in the backfield. Edwards is going to cross the goal line for a touchdown. Corey Edwards finds pay dirt. And indeed, you had the big linemen. You had the big guys in the backfield. This comes with 1:48 remaining in the half. And what are they going to do for a conversion here? It's 28-24. And I fully agree with this. This is where you let your kicker, Nicholas Martin, just try to punch it in. Try to bring yourself within a field goal. Keep yourself in the game. R.J. Fogarty is the holder.
False start against the Sentinels.
False start, and that will back them up a handful of yards. So indeed, Martin's try will be 5 yards deeper. Snap, down, kick, blocked once again, and the conversion is no good. So the score will remain 28-24.
Seconds left in the first half. The score is 24-28.
I'll say this. For Seton Catholic getting a touchdown there, that's huge. Because there was that point where you felt, okay, another VC touchdown starts to stretch out the gap, but and it's Christian has used Austin Shooter very, very well. Very, very well. He's rushed for 2 touchdowns. He's passed for 2 touchdowns. Shooter to Goldman. Goldman across the 40, 45, and he is just brought down. He was ready to make that cut. Damon Massoud on the tackle. Coach, and there is going to be some holding. So wipe that play out. Couple of big Goldman chunk plays now reversed because of holding. Shooter calls out the signals. He rolls to his right. And he is initially stood up, but he's got some power. Shooter across the 45 to about the 47-yard line. Shooter has time going downfield, incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
So it brings up a 2nd down. Fans tonight have been treated to a really just a game hasn't been boring. How about we say that? We've seen some penalties, but we've seen some big plays, and that's what friends and family enjoy seeing when they come out to a football game. It's a really nice Friday night in a really fantastic city. Another whistle.
Penalties against the Sentinels for a
sideline warning. So So not really a penalty, it's just a sideline warning. Ball does not move. Shooter fires, complete, out of bounds is Colton Gauthier.
Number 59, Karsten Gifford.
Gauthier and crew move the ball. Valley Christian getting out of bounds. They know how to use the clock very well. First and 10, Sentinels. Shooter to his left, tossing, complete. Christian Schoenhals on the reception.
Pass is complete, forced out of bounds by R.J. Fogarty.
Schoenhals very effective both offensively and defensively. Senior really making a statement in his final year of high school football. It's another first down play, and this is what Valley Christian does. They know how to get out of bounds. They've used all of 50 seconds on this drive. Clock still stopped. Flag, I think it'll be on Valley Christian, and it's in and out of the hands of Hansel. Looks like there might have been almost too much trickery for Valley Christian. I shouldn't say trickery. Couple guys in motion at the same time. And indeed, VC will be backed up. Valley Christian backed up to the 28-yard line. Shooter finding his man and out of bounds once again, and getting it done is Colton Gauthier.
Pushed out by R.J. Fogarty, but there's another flag on the play.
Valley Christian really hurting themselves right now.
Call goes against Valley Christian.
Back him up another 5 yards. False start. So now for the Trojans, they're starting to back themselves up out of field goal range. They're going to have another big chunk play at some point to get it closer for Noah Daniels. Shooter, direct snap behind his blockers. He's staying in bounds, and he is going to finally get out of bounds after being brought out by Lucas Ramirez. But they get a big chunk of yardage back. Still a lot of time. I mean, they've managed this clock very, very well, especially considering they've had just 2 penalties. Ball down to the 15-yard line. Shooter looking in the end zone, and he will fire into the hands of Gauthier once again. That's been his main guy on this drive. 36.2 seconds remain in the half. This has been a long half, actually. Well, when you have 52 points in the half, Another whistle. Seton Catholic timeout. So the Sentinels trying to figure out what they want to do defensively. It's tough. It's what type of defense do you use? We've seen Caleb Goldman be able to rush. We've seen Hansel, the quarterback, be able to rush. And then, of course, just the quarterback to his receiving weapons. In particular, on this drive, Colton Gauthier. He's got Palmquist. He's got Hodgson. And, yes, he's completed touchdown passes to Asher Hansel. Asher Hansel's older brother played for Valley Christian, Andrew Hansel. He was also a wide receiver. A lot of family ties in these small Chandler area schools, which I think is great. So it'll be 1st and goal at the 2. Handel behind center. Palmquist and Goldman. It's going to be Goldman, and I think he's going to be stuffed. Goldman is stuffed right there.
No gain on the play. Tacklers are led by number
Damon Massoud, part of that tackle brigade.
Valley Christian calls a timeout.
Now it's timeout for Valley Christian. I mean, we've seen a lot of scoring. We've seen games stopped for injury. We've seen timeouts. We've seen a lot of out-of-bounds plays. And we started on time. We definitely started on time. This is an hour and a half of 12-minute quarters. I can tell you, though, I love it. This is terrific. It's a great game. And we've got chance for more scoring in this half. Let's see how the backfield lines up once again. Goldman, the tailback. Caden Palmquist, the fullback. Austin Shooter, the quarterback. Shooter barking signals. Handoff. He rolls to his right. Toss in the end zone is caught. Touchdown, Ethan Hodgson.
Touchdown pass for Valley Christian.
For Shooter, that's his 3rd TD pass of the night. With 23.6 seconds remaining in the half. And this will bring out Noah Daniels attempting his 5th extra point of the evening. Daniels is set. High snap, kick, up, and through. 35-24. Valley Christian has the lead. 5 VC touchdowns. Wow. They get a shot of the scoreboard and a good field angle. Good shot of the campus of Seton Catholic. Spent a lot of time there this past spring. Girls softball, boys baseball. It's a really terrific environment. And since a lot of that was in March and April, the football team was going through some of their sevens and their spring practicing. So this whole campus was really jumping in the afternoons. Great weather, so it was a lot of fun. Seton Catholic will kick it away. Excuse me, Valley Christian will kick it away to Seton Catholic. Corey Edwards once again, he grabs it and then goes out of bounds. So we'll see what Seton Catholic has up their sleeve. My guess is they're not just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's my guess. They're going to give a couple of shots downfield, try to get out of bounds. And they've scored 24 points in this half, which is great. And actually, I guess maybe they are. Connolly under center. And he does take a knee. Wow, I'm really surprised that they did not take a shot or two downfield. And in this case, the half is coming to an end. What a half we've had. 35-24. The Valley Christian Trojans have the lead as we have now officially hit halftime. We'll come back on the other side of a very extended break. This is Seton Catholic football.
The back-to-school efforts are huge. I want to get kids excited to go back in school. Everybody can win and succeed with an education. To see that they're excited and they're enthusiastic, it really is amazing.
For us to partner with Larry and his foundation is just remarkable.
Appreciate the love, brother.
What he stands for and what he does truly aligns with Bell. To have him as a champion, he's remarkable.
To be able to give these kids something exciting they can look forward to every year, and to be able to have great partners like Bell Bank to be able to help me do it, it means a lot to me.
As Creighton has taught you to be aware and honest and discerning, Creighton also formed you to heal and hope and to lead. And you will do so not only as college graduates, but as Creighton graduates. This is the difference of Jesuit higher learning. It's a difference of substance and soul. So let this achievement be said, let it be seen, that on the stage of life, from coast to coast and around the world, your Creighton education does not just fashion you to be of service, of justice, of expertise, of equity. It demands it. And so it demands you.
Ever wonder what the Zillow estimates really have to say about your house? Because see, just like you couldn't see me, the Zillow can't see inside your house. They don't know about the trends, the remodels, and what you've done. It's just not accurate. Sometimes it's off 5 to 12%. Want the actual value? DM me with true value, and we'll send it your way.
So you want a building sign. Now, what is it going to say? Great question. The most important thing is that the sign has to be readable. People need to be able to see it, need to be able to read it. And from that, hopefully they're going to know what you do. So we work with our clients to ensure their signs work for them and do the job of promoting the brand, promoting the business, and making sure people can find them. And sometimes when you're doing a building sign, it's best to just keep it simple. Tell people what you do. I'm Joe with Spotlight Signs and Imaging Solutions, where we will help you get noticed.
It's me, Wednesday Addams. I regret to inform you that I have devised the meal of misfortune with Wendy's. Normally, I'd be against this type of capitalistic corporate synergy. But when the other pigtailed provocateur said I could concoct my own Frosty, I melted. My meal is tribute to the suffering that awaits us all. It's pure torture for your taste buds, with 4 nightmarish dips of dread. Don't waste my time asking which ones you'll get. You must surrender to your fate. Enjoy the anguish.
November 2nd from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Enjoy a fun-filled day with delicious food, exciting games, rides, live entertainment, and the cornhole tournament. Bring your family and friends for a celebration you won't want to miss. That's Saturday, November 2nd at Queen of Peace Catholic School in Mesa. Back to receive the kickoff, Corey Edwards and R.J. Fogarty.
So indeed, Valley Christian will start things off kicking to Seton Catholic. 35-24 contest. Nighttime has fallen here in Chandler, Arizona. So for Seton Catholic, still very much in this contest, that's for sure. And we are underway, half number 2. And let's see, the ball is loose. Let's see who's going to get it. Referees are signaling. And it'll be Seton Catholic ball. So indeed, the Sentinels will get things going the way they want to.
30-yard line.
Start things off at the 30-yard line. The red and gold trailing half number 2. Patrick Connolly, the QB, he'll bark the signals. Corey Edwards, obviously they look for big things out of him in half number 2. Handoff, Corey Edwards trapped in the backfield initially, but he spins out of it, still on his feet, and ultimately he will pick up about 3.
And there's one more fundraiser to announce. St. Tim's is having theirs.
And for the Sentinels, as we said, you gain 2 or 3 yards here and there. It's really all you need. I shouldn't say 2 or 3 yards, 3 or 4 yards. That will consistently keep Valley Christian on their heels. It also, as an offense, gives you options. Man in motion. And indeed, Fogarty gets it. Good blocking. And Fogarty pushes off on the left side. He's knocked down. Ultimately, that is Christian Schoenhals on the tackle. So it's a 3rd down situation. And as we said, 3rd and short for Seton Catholic. That's what they want. They hustle to the line of scrimmage. Connolly, handoff. Edwards, he's wrapped up. He's not going to get there. Big defensive play. Hudson Pickett. Hudson Pickett, the leading tackler for the Trojans. That is a 4th down. 4th and 1, they're going for it. It's a long yard. I'm in full support of the decision. Handoff, Edwards gets it, and then some. He is going to streak. Will they catch him? He's got one man to beat, and he is going to beat him. That was Justin Bradford, who tried to bring him down, but he couldn't. That's a 61-yard touchdown run for Corey Edwards. Corey Edwards, 61 yards. Very early in period number 3. And they are going to go for 2. 35-24, but it's now 35-30. They're not going for 2. They're going to go for the extra point, and that is no good. So once again, the conversion fails. And wow, if you think about it, if you converted on those, you would essentially be right there as well. It's a tough scenario. Very tough scenario. Just not able to get the kicking game going. But if you're Seton Catholic, you know that you can score right now. You know that you have the offense to get things done. This is not a blowout that I'm going to say some folks might have thought that it would be a runaway. It's a great matchup. And the kick is going to be fielded. Tassialo on the tackle. Tassialo brings down Noah Lewis. A lot of these guys playing both ways. Strength against strength. Has Valley Christian been a step quicker perhaps? Yes, but throw all that out the window.
Valley Christian will start on their own 32-yard line.
Seton Catholic was really doing what they're supposed to be doing tonight. They look good. Pitch out, Caleb Goldman is only going to get about 2, if that.
Runner on the right side, tacklers were Sloan Sweet and Karsten Gifford.
Just really impressive the way the Sentinels are getting after it. I said he gained 2. He gained nothing, really. High snap. Goldman getting nothing again. Look at this Sentinel defense. Wow. Seton Catholic truly has forced Valley Christian into 3rd and long. And this is a depleted Seton Catholic team. We've already seen Joseph Bruce on the O-line leave for the Sentinels. Shooter back to pass, going long. And that's almost intercepted in and out of the hands of Lucas Ramirez. And it is 4th down for Valley Christian. They're going to have to bring out Stefan Weiss, the punter. Weiss had a great punt in the first half, but it was returned by Bailey Mendoza into plus territory for the Sentinels. That's another terrific launch off the foot of Weiss. Mendoza back there, he receives it, and he's not going too far this time around. as Layton Russell will be in on the tackle. And yeah, it's fair to say that Stephon Weiss has serious punting ability.
We'd like to thank Rural Electric and all our Sentinel sponsors.
The Sentinels actually could take the lead on this drive. 8:41 remaining in the third period.
Looks like it's against the Sentinels.
And I think there's going to be a flag on Seton Catholic. There is. So this will back them up a little bit. Brought back to about the 24-yard line. Well, here we go. The Sentinels going for it right now. Connolly rolls to his left. Connolly tucks it and runs, and he's going to get out of bounds. He is hit. He's not hit late. He's hit clean. Christian Schoenhals puts a lick on the quarterback, Connolly. Seeing two good running quarterbacks. Gain of 9. A lot of out-of-bounds plays for Seton Catholic. Edwards to Connolly's left. Whistle blows. I believe that'll be 5 yards against Valley Christian. It is. Excuse me, 5 yards against Seton Catholic, the offense.
For a false start.
Seton Catholic really has learned to open up this offense. Mendoza, Alo, Fogarty. Everybody getting in on the action. Edwards takes the handoff. We'll get about 3 back.
On the carry for the Sentinels, Corey Edwards, right up the middle.
It's kind of the workhorse for Seton Catholic. And I truly believe every successful high school football team, or any football team at that matter, needs that. You need to have that workhorse back. That guy you can give 15, 20 carries a game to. But it is a first down. Eight minutes in running. Perhaps a missed assignment, but no, Fogarty gets it and he scampers out of bounds. Looked like Connolly was ready to throw it a little bit earlier, and Fogarty took off, but he ultimately came back to make the catch.
Good for
another first down. Seton Catholic is moving the chains effectively. Every play is out of bounds. Which means every play stops the clock also. Handoff Edwards. Out of bounds again. And they're going to add another 15 yards. Jack Ulrich looked like he was kind of touching on the running back a little bit too late. Referees are discussing it. When I say it wasn't blatant, it wasn't like a crazy hit, but at the same time, there was some out-of-bounds activity. So 2 penalties actually on the play, 1 on each side, offsetting penalties. So the ball's at the 47-yard line. Connolly feeds Edwards, and he is stuffed in the backfield. A clean tackle for loss by Corbin Cecil. Big time hit right there. That's a solid play. Much needed by that Valley Christian defense as they were backpedaling. Sentinels with a 3rd and 4. Snap to Edwards, and he's not going to get much at all.
Corey Edwards, runner on the right side, gain of 1.
Caden Palmquist and Porter Cross on the tackles. Pair of sophomores. 4th down for the Sentinels. What will they do? Either way, Patrick Connolly is going to remain on the field because he is their punter and, of course, their quarterback. You never know what type of trickery. Tassialo is still out there. And it does look like they're going to punt. And now he hustles up to the line of scrimmage. Whistle blows. Well, that's the one thing. We don't really have the play clock here.
Calls against the Sentinels for a delay of game.
So it's a delay of game on Seton Catholic. Definitely want to wish Jacqueline Quintine a happy birthday, as she is a major part of the Quintine household. She essentially runs that household. She is a huge supporter of high school football. She really enjoys the city of Chandler and what these high schools really have done for a lot of the kids. So happy birthday, Jacqueline Quintine, as that punt is going to take a Seton Catholic roll, and it will end up at about the 13-yard line. So Valley Christian will get the ball.
Will start on their own 12-yard line.
So we've seen 2 punts in this quarter.
Thank you for your Sentinel sponsorship. Friend Contractors is your licensed, bonded, and insured commercial construction and custom home builders.
But we've also seen the big touchdown run by the Sentinels. Corey Edwards. He's that guy for Seton Catholic. Actually, the Sentinels have a bunch of dudes, so to speak. Right now, they need the dudes on defense to get something going, to get that momentum back. Caleb Goldman. He'll fight his way out to the 20-yard line. Ultimately, Nico Granado is in on the tackle. Two schools separated really by 10 minutes by Ray Road. 15th meeting all time between these two schools. 7-7 is the series. Each of the last 2 years has been a blowout. Goldman on the carry, rushing, and he is going to be brought down by James Boyle.
James Boyle brings up 3rd down.
So Seton's defense really coming to play in this period. Sentinel cheerleaders trying to get something happening for the guys on the field. Defensively, to 3rd and 6 at the 17. Shooter looking downfield. Complete. Gauthier, great move. 1st down and more. Picking up the tackles. Or I should say the blocks. Out to the 36-yard line. Ethan Hodgson with a good block, but there's a flag. Flag is on Valley Christian. So no, there is not going to be a 1st down on this play.
Call goes against Valley Christian for a block in the back.
Not sure who that was on. I know Ethan Hodgson had a good block. If that's what they're referring to, I don't know if that was necessarily in the back or not. So much going on. 22 guys on the field, all moving at a very fast pace. So it is going to be a 1st down, though. The yardage picked up is enough. Goldman on the carry, off on the left. Goldman hustling, and he is out of bounds at the 28-yard line.
Out of bounds by Luke Jimenez, 2nd down.
Trojans breaking the huddle. Goldman in the backfield. Shooter has some room to roam, and he trips and falls at his own 45-yard line. A lot of yardage on that play. Good enough for a 1st down and more. It's probably what Valley Christian really wanted. Obviously, they want the yards, but at the same time, just moving things. I'm not sure why the clock would be stopped right now. He stayed in bounds. Asher Hansel in motion. Shooter takes it, and he's met. He is met by Boyle. They'll lose a yard. So they say no gain. Ball is at the 45-yard line, but the scoreboard actually says it's on the 50. That combined with some of the chain scenario can be a touch confusing, but it's all good, though, as that's complete to Hansel, and he is out at the 47, the Seton Catholic 47. So that should bring up a 3rd and about 3. They're even going to say 3rd and 1, so he got about 9 yards on the play. Again, that action is on the far side. Shooter is going to keep it. He'll get the 1st down, following the block. He's going to go straight down the sideline, and Austin Shooter is going to rush his way for a 3rd touchdown, 46-yard touchdown run. And the lead is back up to 11, point pending. Austin Shooter with the big run, 46 yards. And indeed, they handled that clock well. 2:42 remaining in this period. And I'll definitely say very interesting with a dog in the broadcast booth. I think it's awesome, actually. It brings me out of my comfort zone and it's good. 42-20. Valley Christian is having the lead, and I've been asked a question, technically on air / off air. Am I a fan of dogs? I do like dogs in certain instances. This is more surprising than anything, but it's cool. The fact that it's your dog, Paulo, I think is really cool. I am definitely what's your dog's name? Leonard. Awesome. Leonard, we will see you real soon. I will even say, don't be a stranger, Leonard, and Paulo, definitely don't be a stranger either. No, you can take Leonard with you for the time being. This is just awesome stuff. 42-20, Valley Christian has the lead. Austin Shooter is nothing short of having a fantastic game. And we'll get the kickoff. Seton ready to return. They had the fake, and this is Fogarty. Fogarty brings it out to about the 25-yard line. Sentinels are playing well. I mean, I know right now it may not seem that they are trailing 42-30, but they're playing well. They're playing good football. They're playing a very good team, and we know that Seton is competitive. This region is just, like we said, nuts. Gilbert Christian, Valley Christian, and Ben Franklin. Those are three teams that could end up in the 3A semifinals. Quarterback is set, and yes, he is going to keep it himself, and he, of course, is Patrick Connolly. .230 showing on the clock for period 3. Patrick Connolly looking to move his team. He's done it well so far. Rolls around to his right, throwing downfield, and that is going to be caught by Fogarty. R.J. Fogarty. He's good. Fogarty a senior, Mendoza a senior, Allo a senior. And time is definitely on the Sentinels' side. There's no rush here. Does not have to be at all.
Valley Christian calls the timeout.
Valley Christian calling the timeout.
We do have our winning
Trojans 5-1 on the year. Seton Catholic 3-3 on the year.
The pot is 569.
The rankings come out on Tuesday, October 14th. And we'll start to really just try to take a look at some of the future schedules. Let's take a look at Seton Catholic's schedule. They are off next week. Their next game after this would be October 17th, 2 weeks from tonight at River Valley. They'll take on the Dust Devils up at the Anderson Auto Group Fieldhouse. The week after, back home to ALA Ironwood, and then they close out the regular season on Halloween at Chrisman. You'd like to see them at the very least take 2 of 3 of those games. Seton Catholic pushing again.
Number 13, Sloan Sweet.
Sloan Sweet playing a little offense. And we do see one of the Valley Christian players down. It's Cody Brock, sophomore. And again, you hope it is just a cramp scenario. You just never know. These guys are moving so quick. Head coach Jake Peterson walking out there now as well. Again, it's a pink out tonight here at Seton Catholic. There you see one of the student trainers wearing pink. A lot of members of the student section wearing pink. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I do think that has, when I say it's caught on, I really like the fact that that is it's a thing. October is truly Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You see it at the NFL level. You see it, obviously, various aspects of the high school level. Ribbons all around. It's good. I'm glad it's acknowledged. Something that should be taken very, very seriously. If you are a female of any age, you definitely want to get checked out. Get a mammogram. When in doubt, get a mammogram. I'm not an expert really on breast cancer, but at the same time, I know it is very, very serious. And unlike prostate cancer on the male side, breast cancer seemingly can hit very, very early. For the most part, prostate cancer really starts to affect men, if at all, in their late 40s at the earliest, and then obviously upwards. For breast cancer, there are women in their late 20s that unfortunately are stricken with it. So that's my message for this broadcast, and I'm glad I have this platform and that it is a pink out. Ladies, get checked out. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It is truly a thing these days. With that being said, we're back to action. Second and short for the Sentinels. They've showed some offense tonight, but not on that particular play. I believe that's Hudson Pickett, who is going to come up a yard or help come up a yard short. Turn into a third down. Sentinels break the huddle. Formation intact.
Flags on the field.
Flags happening right there. My initial thought, yes, it's on Seton Catholic. So what was a 3rd and 2 will now be a 3rd and 7. Probably not the same play call. And as we said, you'd like Seton Catholic to finish the regular season at least 500, preferably 6-4. Conley rolling to his right. He is going to heave it downfield, and that is going to be a reception. Bailey Mendoza. Tell you, Seton Catholic is really getting it done. They're moving the chains. They're moving the football. .3A football is just as competitive as anything. No less intense than the higher levels. They're at the 48. Connolly drifting back, almost too far back, and he is going to throw it out of bounds. Hudson Pickett really giving chase. The Pickett twins lording on the D-line for Valley Christian. Hudson, a linebacker for the Trojans. Connolly rushing in. He's got the play. Fogarty, split left. Edwards in the backfield. Connolly looks, short pass is batted down, incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
So it's a third down. Temperature dropping nicely. Conley comes in. 3rd and 10. What type of play call do you do here? Conley's pass is broken up by Noah Lewis.
Pass was intended for Corey Edwards, brings up 4th down.
Good play by the junior. So Conley will stay on the field and punt. There you get the replay. You'll see Noah Lewis coming over, and great timing. Interfered, when I say interfered, not pass interference, but just kind of caused a disruption for Corey Edwards. Just enough to force that pass incomplete. Guess what? It's another whistle. I think we're going to back up another 5 yards. Connolly gets the punt away. It's a good punt. It's at an angle, and that's going to skip out of bounds probably about the 21 or 22. Seems perhaps just at the 20. But it'll be 1st and 10 for Valley Christian.
20-yard line.
Trojans have been in control of this contest. Still a lot of time left. We've really seen no turnovers in this game either. Shooter, a hand off to Caleb Goldman, who slips and falls. He'll lose 4 yards.
Loss of 2 on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen 2 clean slips, 1 on each side. We saw Corey Edwards fall without any contact. So it looks like it's only a 2-yard loss. Well, compromise, perhaps 3. Shooter surveys the scene. Drops back. Pass incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. Third down.
Seton Catholic has done a really good job in keeping Valley Christian in long situations. They really have. Yes, we saw Shooter break away for a 46-yard touchdown earlier in this period, but at the same time, this defense playing significantly better than in the first half, especially the first half of the first half, i.e. the first quarter. Shooter looking to run. He's going to tuck it. Couple of shakes, but there's a flag in the backfield as he scampers out at the 40-yard line. And there is a flag on for a late hit. But there's also a flag in the backfield. Probably offsetting. Or maybe not. We'll have to see what the flag in the backfield was. Three referees figuring it all out. And as I said, sometimes it may take a while, but you want to get the play right. One referee going to get his flag, which is way in the backfield. The umpire. Seems like he's giving Seton Catholic the choice.
Looks like we have personal fouls against both teams.
So they're probably going to offset. As the teams are walking backwards. Interesting to see the referees go back and forth. That's always interesting. It's cleaner that way. We were here, but now we're going that way because of this reason. So it looks like they'll be at the 21-yard line. 22, actually. Third and about 8. So Shooter and Valley Christian looking to convert this third down conversion. Shooter throwing downfield over the head of Ethan Hodgson. So bring up a fourth down. Fourth down with 4 seconds remaining in the period. We'll see Stefan Weiss, the punter who is actually being recruited and has worked out for, if I'm correct, Michigan, Alabama. If he gets this punt off the way that he has in previous kicks in this game, you'll understand why he is a D1 type of guy. Valley Christian already has a D1 guy at Michigan, Dominic Zavada, kicker for the Wolverines. And there is the punt. And that is going to die. And it takes a Seton Catholic roll. And when we come back, it will be Seton Catholic football. Fourth quarter, Sentinels trail by 12. This is Seton Catholic football.
All right, get your tickets out. We're going to read the winning number of the fifth.
Quarter number 4. 42-30, Valley Christian with the lead. It'll be 1st and 10. Two teams getting set, and again, you see the pink logo in the center of the field. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Ball being placed at the 43-yard line. Trojans looking for some offense on this drive. Connolly. Downfield, tossing, incomplete. Be 2nd down.
Pass is complete to Bailey Mendoza.
Oh, they say it's complete. Wow. The way that this angle was, looked like it was a little bit different, but indeed the Trojans, the Sentinels, are 3 yards away from moving the sticks. So it's 2nd and 2. High snap. Connolly being chased towards the sideline. Hustling over there is Schoenhals.
Quarterback keeper on the left side.
And he's out at the 50-yard line. So he is short. Now get it, that time the gentleman holding the sticks, he had to get out of the way of a rushing quarterback. Third down. Probably 4-down territory. Pass broken up.
Incomplete pass.
So now 4th down, you're at midfield. You still have a quarter left. Your advantage is Connolly stays on the field regardless, so you can use some trickery. Hard call. I just feel that they probably will go for it. I don't know that for a fact. But you obviously need 2 touchdowns in this quarter at least to score, and they are going for it. Conley, he's going to try to run for it, and he is pulled away. Ball rolls out of bounds, and indeed Justin Bradford forced him out of bounds before he got to the sticks. Look for like a minute he would get that first down, but Justin Bradford with a terrific defensive play, and the Trojans will take over on offense. Valley Christian. Not sure if they're necessarily going to run clock here at all because it's very early in the 4th. Although they do give it to Caleb Goldman, and he's got that burst of speed. He's going to bring a couple of Sentinels down with him. And one of those Sentinels on the play, Alec Hurtado. But that is what we may see now, a heavy dose of Caleb Goldman. The Sentinels have been playing both ways for a majority of this game, many of the Sentinels. They are smaller, and they've certainly fought in this game, without a doubt. But the running game can wear you down. Hansel in motion. Goldman again on the carry. And he is going to rush again close to that 20-yard line. Furtado again. Back-to-back plays in which Goldman has gotten into that second and third wave of the defense. Will we see a third straight carry? We will. And Goldman is going to beat Hurtado, and he is going to be tackled just shy of the end zone at the 1-yard line, I believe. Not sure what's happening now. Valley Christian going off the field. Don't know who called the timeout. But a timeout has been called. I think Valley Christian called the timeout. Trying to figure out exactly what they want to do on 1st and goal at the 1. And indeed, at the far side of the field, we do see one of the Sentinels. He is down. You never want to see that. Again, I want to thank some of the Seton Catholic fans and family for pointing that out. It was actually on the far side of the field, and folks are paying attention, that's for sure.
The winning ticket has been claimed in the 50-50 raffle.
But indeed, football is just a crazy game. You see a lot of guys just shaken up, and anytime someone is down, you just never know the extent. You hope they always get up as quick as possible, and more often than not, they do. And the way this is, it looks like it is a cramp. We see one of the trainers stretching out the leg of the Sentinel. And indeed, he is up, and the he actually is Bruce. Actually, not Bruce, Boyce, excuse me, Boyle. We saw Bruce have to leave the game earlier, so James Boyle was the one who has been tended to. Walking off the field now. So 1st and goal, Trojans trying to punch it in. Palmquist in motion. Handoff Goldman, and he is going to be short. No gain on the play. Under 10 minutes remain in this contest. Valley Christian knocking on the door again. And it is going to be a touchdown. That is Goldman scoring once again, giving Valley Christian a 48-30 lead. Point pending. And Caleb Goldman, you knew he was going to be explosive. To Seton Catholic's credit, he has not had those breakaways, But he certainly has been a very, very effective running back. And from a kicking standpoint, it is no good this time around.
35 years of experience, it makes all the difference.
So it's Noah Daniels who is 6 of 7 on extra points tonight.
Custom home builders.
So 48-30. And for the Sentinels, they're going to need a lot of passing. They've got to get 3 touchdowns in this game. And they've got to get conversions. That's the biggest thing. They have to get conversions when they do score. They haven't been able to get the extra point. They've been stopped on all their 2-point conversions. They have scored 5 touchdowns tonight, but missed on all 5 conversions. Here's the kick. Seton Catholic trying to bring it out. Mendoza to Fogarty. Fogarty dancing, shaking, trying to spin out of a couple tackles. And he's brought down just shy of the 28, at the 28-yard, shy of the 30. Props to Pete Walheim, though. He is just great coach. I really enjoy just talking to him. This is his second stint here with Seton Catholic. Had a couple of big 11-win seasons in the 2000s. Was over at Highland for 10 years as head coach. Corey Edwards on the handoff. Brought down, he'll gain a yard.
For a gain of 3, second down.
An assistant at Dobson for a couple of years. He's been around. He truly is vested in the young men. He wants to see them succeed. He'll demand a lot. That's the one thing he will definitely demand a lot. As you should as a head coach at any program. But I look at where this program was pandemic-ish time and where they are now. So different. Off-season conditioning for a lot of these young men. Fogarty on the handoff. Fogarty gaining 5, 7. Did he step out? No, he didn't. Brought down at the 38-yard line. That should be a first down.
For a Sentinel first down.
He's got the weapons. But as we approach 8 minutes, this is an uphill an uphill battle to climb. Conley looking, rolling to his right. He's got pressure. He's throwing it way downfield, and that is going to be caught by Bailey Mendoza for a long touchdown. 62 yards. Bailey Mendoza on the reception. Connolly to Mendoza. And look at this. Mendoza getting far away from that secondary of Valley Christian for the touchdown. So this comes less than 2 minutes after the last Valley Christian score. 6 touchdowns on the night for Seton Catholic. Two-point conversion. Can they convert one? Conley in the end zone, and that is complete to Fogarty, and he's inbounds. They get the 2-point conversion. It's a 48-38 game. That's big. That's really big. Seton Catholic cheerleaders trying to keep the fans in it. Many of the students are still here. It's a 10-point game. So if you're Valley Christian with 7:37 remaining, you do have to play some football. You have to play football. We'll probably see something similar that we saw in their first drive of this quarter. And that's heavy dose of the run game. Chew up clock. Seton Catholic does have all 3 timeouts. And there is the onside kick, and it is fielded cleanly by Valley Christian. Asher Hansel, he's obviously part of the hands team if Valley Christian has one.
Valley Christian will start.
He has about as good of a hands, good of set of hands on this team as anyone.
Attention parents, your cheer team is throwing some hats up to you. You gotta cheer for them. Let's make some noise.
$7:36 remaining.
Let's make some noise. That wasn't
Michael Eubanks Stadium here on the campus of Seton Catholic High School. Sentinels and Trojans getting after it. Essentially a Seatown rivals battle. Shooter to Goldman. Brought down at the 35 after a gain of 1.
run up the right side, tackle on the play by Slow and Sweet and Karsten Gifford.
And indeed, the Sentinels are in no rush. They'll let this come down to under 7 minutes. Goldman once again spins out of it, but he spins right into the waiting arms of Damon Massoud. And while they'll definitely take the play clock down, it's a 3rd and long. There's a period of time in the 3rd quarter where it was a 35-30 game, and Seton Catholic had the ball. They scored a touchdown there. They have the lead, but they were not able to come through with a score of any type. Since then, Valley Christian has taken control of the game, up by 10. Shooter, high arcing pass. Did he stay in bounds? Asher Hansel did. The 46-yard line, and that is a 1st down. So while he did go out of bounds, connecting on that 1st down play is what is important to the Trojans right now. Handoff Goldman. Rushes out past the 40-yard line to about the 38. And I feel we hear a whistle on every play.
James Boyle and Luke Jimenez. Flag on the play.
We'll figure out what this flag is. We see Connolly going off. Alec Hurtado coming back in. That penalty is on Valley Christian. Be a holding call. Almost a slip by Goldman. He's across the 50 and he tries to get back to the initial line of scrimmage, which is the 46-yard line.
And A.J. Packer. Seton calls a timeout.
Sentinels with the timeout. Again, a look at the Seton Catholic Sentinels. Great to be here. Just really good support all the way around. Sentinels are like a family. I mean, they are a family. That's a given. Doesn't matter if you're a student athlete or not. Smaller schools, strong graduating class, great academics. Everyone seems to really gel. A lot of alumni give back. There's reason to really support this school. There really is. It's good, small. Well, is Chandler a small town or not? Has a small town feel, which I think is just fantastic. It's good small school football. Second and 10 at the 46. Shooter. Pass intercepted by Sloan Sweet. Sloan Sweet at his own 40. Staying on his feet is Sweet. And he will be finished at the 39-yard line. Sloan Sweet with the interception. That's big. He is an amazing defensive player. Colton Gauthier brought him down. It's the first turnover of the game. A big play here makes things so interesting. 5:05 remaining. Now, Seton does have to play a little urgency. Conley's pass complete. Fogarty. Fogarty still on his feet. Out to his own 46-yard line. It'll be second and about 2. Clock is stopped. Let's see who's down now.
Injury timeout on the play with 4:37 left in the game.
And we've seen a lot of cramping up in this contest. Lot of cramping up. It's crazy. What a game this is, though. That might be a perfect shot of a summation of this game. Coach, trainer, and player right there. Fogarty's up. Fogarty, a huge part of this offense. So he'll have to be out on the sideline for at least one play. 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3, we'll call it. Conley loves going to his left. Pass. Is that complete or is it out of bounds? It's caught. Bailey Mendoza. First down. I figure virtually every play now will be out of bounds for Seton Catholic. They're trying to preserve that clock. Each team with 2 timeouts. There is no 2-minute warning in high school football. Conley, 50-45. He's going to loft it out of bounds.
Incomplete pass, second down.
Second down. And this is where if you had, well, I'll say this, if you had a good kicker, you'd only be down probably 7 now, not 10. But also it's certainly 4-down territory because you really can't go for a field goal attempt if you're out this far. Even if you gain another 20 yards, it's going to be tough. Conley has time. Quick pass. Tassialo. Short of the first down by about 3 yards. Sentinels using that clock effectively. It allows them to set up plays. They really are able to do a lot. Quick pass again, that's incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
So it'll be 4th and 2. You can't just really hand it off to Corey Edwards because while he's capable of getting 2 yards, the Trojan defense would expect that. They've worked best with Conley in motion. But yet you don't want to be too gimmicky. We'll see what they do. It's 4th down. Conley barking out the signals. Has Fogarty back there with him in the backfield. They're going to try to draw the defense offside, but it'll be a timeout for Seton Catholic. .410 on the clock. Is this game right here? Perhaps. 4th and 2. You need 2 yards if you're the Sentinels. This has been a terrific game. Fun game. .38-38. Who would have thought this would be a 10-point game? One might think, all right, yeah, Valley Christian, they'll probably score 48 points tonight. Not sure who expected the Sentinels to score 38. And if you're Valley Christian, you probably have to think about some things on defense moving forward. You gave up 35 last week to Ben Franklin. 38, no less than 38 in this game to Seton Catholic. If you want to push further in the playoffs, the defense is going to have to keep the opposition to probably 21 or less. 4th down play. Connolly rolling, faking, and he is going to convert the first down.
Patrick Conley with their quarterback keeper on the right side for a Sentinel first down.
Now, if you're the crowd right now, you got to be behind your Sentinels. You really need to be behind your team. Conley trying to lead his team to yet another touchdown. And that is complete. Bailey Mendoza showing up big in this fourth quarter. They're all showing up big in this fourth quarter. Conley passing, and that is incomplete.
Incomplete pass. Intended for Bailey Mendoza, brings up 3rd down and 3.
Third and 3, Valley Christian. Trying to hold off the Sentinels. But this Seton Catholic Sentinel team trying to get after it. Conley tucking, running, and he is trying to get upfield. They'll stop the clock again. Definitely masters at stopping the clock. And it's a 1st down. And I truly will say, if you're the Sentinel fans right now, you got to be on your feet. This is a big game. Granted, yes, you still have more to go. Because even a touchdown and a 2, you're still trailing. But at the same time, staying in this game, coming back the way they have, Conley fires in the end zone, and that's incomplete, and there should be no flags. There are none. Defended by Ryan Richards as well. Connolly deserves a day or 2 off after this. There you see split out to the left is Bailey Mendoza. Toss into the end zone, and that is going to be incomplete. Asher Hansel and Noah Lewis both were looking to intercept that pass, but goes off everyone's fingertips. 3rd and 10. And there's still enough time to work with where, yes, I know you're trying to preserve every second, but at the same time, if something can work in the middle of the field, you try to use that. You just hurry up on that next play. Timeout, Seton Catholic.
Sentinels call a timeout.
And for Seton Catholic, they really are looking to punch this in. They've got 2 plays. And again, while I know now you're down to just, you have no more timeouts left. So that makes things, of course, very, very challenging. But at the same time, if a play can work in the center of the field that's not necessarily designed for out of bounds, dial it up. Dial it up. You definitely need to do so. Because at this point in time, I think you use all 53 1/3 yards of the field horizontally and not just the corners. But again, the Seton Catholic offense has scored 6 touchdowns tonight and a 2-point conversion. So they found the end zone. They know how to do it. Connolly goes towards the end zone and comes up empty.
Incomplete pass intended.
And now it's 4th down. Now this, I would say, is probably a do-or-die play. 4th and 10 at the 17. So yes, they can still pick up another 1st down without a touchdown. Sentinels, it's coming down to this play. Valley Christian looking to defend. They need 10. They don't need the whole enchilada. And there's the toss to the end zone, and that is intercepted by Noah Lewis. Interception, Noah Lewis, his 4th INT of the season. And Valley Christian will regain the football. And now with everything that has transpired, you use the entire play clock and you feed Goldman. I think that's the play right now. You use the entire play clock and feed Goldman. Seton Catholic cannot stop the clock anymore. And for Valley Christian, it's important for them to stay in bounds. You feed Goldman. You let him pick up a couple of yards. And at this point, you probably don't snap it till about 2:30 or so. Really tough for Seton Catholic to do anything right now. The fans certainly enjoy their Sentinels. They really do. And if this is going to be a defeat, Seton Catholic should hang their heads proud. Shooter, he's going to keep it himself this time around. Nothing doing. Sloan Sweet on the tackle.
Keep on the play, tackle by Colby Witt and Sloan Sweet. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
And for right now, Valley Christian just getting time off the clock is the most important thing. A minute 40 as you see on the clock. I would expect another run. But who am I to guess that? Shooter's pass to Goldman will lose some yards, and there's another flag.
Pass is complete. There's a flag.
Might be a face mask. Maybe.
Calls against the Sentinels for a face mask.
Indeed, it is the face mask. So that will bring up the automatic 1st down. And that effectively will, here's Tassialo.
Thank our junior Sentinels for coming out with their parents.
That will effectively end the game. Clock running. And for Seton Catholic, as I said, they can hold their heads high. This was a tough loss, but they played well. And there's the knee, and for all intents and purposes, I believe that is going to be the last snap of the game. And indeed, congratulations to the Valley Christian Trojans. There you see the two teams getting set to shake hands. The final score is 48-38, and this was a dandy. This was a dandy to call, and it's great to see the two teams line up. True sportsmanship, and that is what it's all about here at Michael Eubanks Stadium. Final score, 48-38. Valley Christian wins it, and for Valley Christian, it was all about Austin Shooter. 3 touchdown passes, 3 touchdown runs. Props to Corey Edwards, who certainly did his thing on the ground, and Patrick Connolly, who is just an amazing QB, and everybody really pitched in, but in the end, it is fair to say that Valley Christian was the better team on this night. The Trojans, they improved to 6 wins and 1 loss. For Seton Catholic, they dropped to 3 up and 4 down, but yes, do I believe they can win 2 of their next 3? I really do, and possibly claim one of those last playoff spots. The official rankings will not come out until the end, I should say the middle of this month. Everybody in this booth has been just amazing, from the official score to the gentleman running the clock, and just everybody involved. And of course, Paulo Hutchison, thank you for everything that you do. You are a whiz as far as just the cameras and everything is concerned. Your production value is very high. Joe Pequeño, hey, thank you for allowing me the opportunity to fill in. My name is Brett Quinton. I'll see you guys next time, saying goodnight from a place that we all know and love, and that is Chandler, Arizona.